Hello everyone, Boes here, and today I'm going to be doing something that I haven't done in a while. It's been a hot minute, and I'm going to do the react to the developer update video for the free update for the New Frontier Pass. That's in April, that's coming out, I think, in a week. I haven't watched this yet. I haven't seen any of the updates. Basically, if you are unaware, because it is the end of the Frontier Pass, Firaxis has stated that they're going to be updating, I believe it was about 2/3 of the civs, so I am very excited to see who's going to get buffed. Hopefully nobody gets nerfed. Please don't nerf Teddy. Please don't nerf Bull Moose Teddy. But with that, let's just jump right on in and go ahead and watch this.
Hello Civ fans, welcome to the final, I can't believe we're saying that, free game update of the season for Sid Meier's Civilization 6.
Big Sag.
We're so thrilled to have taken this journey with you.
Me too, Kevin.
Our community is absolutely vital to our development process, and we couldn't have done it without you.
Today we're going to be announcing a few of the details of some of the balance.
You hear that music?
Spain. You can expect in this update.
Spain's getting updated.
But first,
oh,
for
Carl!
all of you True Start location fans, this update includes a True Start Mediterranean and a True Start huge map.
Cool.
We've also
Two new
updated
maps.
the AI to make better usage of naval units. This should raise the stakes for travel on the high seas and encourage you to make even.
That's always nice. So I will say that we'll look through everything and then we'll talk about it at the end.
Naval
How about that?
production and warfare.
We're excited to introduce 3 brand new units that every civilization will be able to train. The Line Infantry, the Men-at-Arms, and our most requested new unit by popular demand, we bring you the Trebuchet.
Oh, we got Trebuchets back! Oh! Okay, that's rad. Okay, Trebuchets in Civ 5, you would go from catapults to Trebuchets. It's so nice to have something between catapults and bombards because it's such a long wait. Oh, let's go.
Because these new free additions change the pacing of units in some areas, we re-examined unit strengths across the board and made changes in several places. This helps the new units feel like appropriately weighty upgrades, but also smooths out some previous.
It's like I'm really
combat
playing
differences.
Civ 5 again.
And speaking of differences, the moment you've all been waiting for, tweaks to previously released civilizations.
Uh-oh.
I had the incredible opportunity to help design some of these changes based on the feedback that you have all been sharing with us on various
Spam your
forums over
Carls
the
if you
past
got 'em.
year. And as many of you know, while I do have the privilege to work on Civ, I'm also a passionate fan of the game. So I am as excited as you are to see these updates.
Please note that all of these changes are available for free, but may apply to leaders and civilizations that are sold separately. Batteries not included, all rights reserved.
Spain can now form fleets and armadas with mercantilism and received increased gold, faith, and production from trade routes. Trade routes between multiple continents.
Trade routes give them extra bonuses.
These returns. Cities not on Spain's home continent receive increased production towards districts and a free builder when founded.
A free builder when found. Wait, so that means you don't go Ancestral Hall then, right? Okay, we'll talk about these when they're done. We'll talk about them when they're done.
Faith per population.
Okay, hold on. Bonus faith per population. Wow, farms every 2 food. Okay, I mean, that's already been there, right?
And bonus amenities for cities with aqueducts.
So you get bonus faith and amenities from Okay, sorry, you get bonus faith from every population. So you're gonna be going like feed the world with him 100%.
Their farms provide additional food when adjacent to an aqueduct, and now additional faith when adjacent to a holy site.
Wow, okay, that's actually pretty
Jay
big.
of Armin now grants holy sites a major adjacency bonus to rivers, their usual culture bomb, and food equal to the holy site's adjacency bonus, as well as the usual additional housing if adjacent to a river.
As China.
Feed the world, adjacency bonus to is it River Goddess? River Goddess Kamai is gonna be crazy.
When you complete a world wonder, you now also receive a random eureka and inspiration from that wonder's era.
Okay.
This maintains China's wonder building tendencies regardless of era and whether Qing Shua Hung or Kublai Khan leads them.
Mapuche's Civ ability now gives cities with an established governor additional culture, production, and combat experience for all units trained in
This is so nice. This is so nice. I love Lataro. I love Mapuche. But it always felt really flat when you played him, right? You get your extra combat strength, but it's like, okay, like that's really it. Like the chemicals are like, they're okay. Like you get an extra production, like it's not that big of a deal, right? You do get tourism as the game goes on once you receive flight, but this is really cool. The cities with the governor receive extra culture production and experience towards, and you get the 10% experience in combat. That's really cool.
These numbers are significantly boosted for cities not founded by Mapuche. All cities within 9 tiles of a city with a Mapuche governor gain additional loyalty per turn towards Mapuche.
Cool.
Lautaro's combat bonus now applies against free cities as well as civilizations in a golden age, and civs in a golden age lose even more loyalty when one of their units is defeated by the Mapuche.
Canada's leader ability now provides even more increased yields from mines, camps, lumber mills, and even farms on
Canada's
700 tiles.
going to A
making
tier.
those tiles better than other terrain types for them. Canada's mounties are now cheaper to build and have additional combat strength as well as an additional national park charge.
Okay, Canada just turned into a really good culture. I mean, he's already a good culture civ, right? But a really good culture civ because you can just national park culture. Like one of the things that you do as Canada is you use mounties to build national parks instead of faith buying naturalists. And so now because you can also faith buy mounties, because I think it's like on standard seed, I think they're 495 faith and they stay that same amount of faith the entire game. So now that they're cheaper, I don't know if they're cheaper to buy with faith, but they're cheaper to build. You can spam mounties.
We've also made changes
cool.
to many other civilizations, like the much debated Georgia.
Okay, we'll look at those in a
Look
second.
for the complete list in our patch notes.
To sum up, we also have 2 new TSL maps, better AI for navies, and 3 new units, including a Trebuchet.
Oh, Trebuchet is
all
nice.
of which have been directly inspired by your feedback and is free for you to enjoy.
Civ fans, you're the best fans in gaming.
True.
Please keep mashing those follow buttons so you never miss out on any news about Sid Meier's civilization. Because you know we're always over here taking one
more
turn.
Rad. That's really rad. Okay. That's really exciting. So, okay, the 22nd. So we've got, it's literally 10 days from now. So there's a couple things to talk about here.
changes you can expect in December.
I'll turn this down a little bit.
But first, for all of you
Carl.
True Start Location fans, this update includes a
Junior
True Start
designer.
and a True
Carl, did you get,
huge map.
because Carl is the lead QA dev. Carl, did you get a new job title
We've also updated
that you didn't tell us about?
In this update.
If so, congratulations.
For all of you True Start Location fans, this update includes a True Start
So,
Mediterranean
new
and a True Start
New maps, True Start, so TSL Earth and TSL Mediterranean. TSL Earth huge would be kind of cool, right? Play with every single civ and see where they start off. So we'll talk about this here. So Naval Dom has always been like the crux of like the AI. They just suck at Naval Dom, right? They have forever. They did, like, that was the main exploit I did in Civ 5 was Naval Dom, and the AI just couldn't stop you. So seeing them be able to buff AI again when it comes to Naval Dom is really nice. We'll see how much it helps, but that's nice. It's good. Good change.
This should raise the stakes for travel on the high seas and encourage you to make even more interesting choices around naval production and warfare.
We're excited to introduce 3 brand new units that every civilization will be able to train. The Line Infantry,
and the Men-at-Arms.
Requested new unit by popular
Trebuchet.
demand. We bring you
Trebuchet.
the Trebuchet.
Trebuchets in Civ 5 were, that was, yep.
Because these new free additions change the pacing of units in some areas, we re-examined unit strengths across the board.
Yeah.
And made changes
So this is interesting here. So Line Infantry, 65 base strength, 45 base strength for the Man-at-Arms. I don't remember how much the Musketman has. I think the Musketman is 55, right? Musketman is 55 melee strength.
This helps the new units feel like appropriately weighty upgrades,
Okay.
but also smoothed out some previous combat differences. But speaking of differences, the moment you've all been waiting for, tweaks to previously
Oh yeah,
released
I was gonna bring up
civilizations.
Lataro Civ 6.
I had the
Let's bring up some of the
incredible
changes so we can look at them.
design some of these changes in this game.
Okay, so the first one we're gonna look at is Spain, right? And Spain. So the Inquisition change. I don't believe El Escorial. I don't believe that changes, right? I think that's the same. But Treasure Fleet is pretty huge. Let's see, right? Because before, hold on, let's listen again.
From trade routes. Trade routes between multiple continents further boost these returns. Cities not on Spain's home continent receive increased production towards this.
So let's go back. Let's go back. So as you can see here, Treasure Fleet, right? Is you? I mean, this was always the same, right? Fleets and armadas were always the same there. But the Treasure Fleet is pretty nice. So getting the extra.
Multiple continents further boost these returns.
Yeah. Okay.
Cities not on Spain's home continent receive increased production towards districts and a free builder when founded.
Okay.
Mine now provides bonus faith per population and bonus amenities for cities with aqueducts. Their farms provide additional food.
So I mean, there's not a lot to say about Spain, right? Because it gives you extra gold faith and production. So basically, pair this with like Kumasi, pair this with Kumasi, get like Kilwakasawani, and you're gonna be flying. That's nice. It's a nice little buff. I've always considered Spain to be like probably the bottom tier of civs in Civ 6. So I don't know how much it's gonna actually help, but it will help. That's cool. The free builder when founded is cool. The question is, that takes away from Ancestral Hall, right? I guess it's builders on another continent, right? But what happens when you build Ancestral Hall? Does that like negate Ancestral Hall's extra builder that you get? I think it does, right? Because there's no way you're going to start with two builders.
Bonus faith per population.
Right? There's no way that you're gonna start with two builders. So, yeah, I don't see how that how it's gonna help.
Amenities for cities with aqueducts. Their
Okay.
farms provide additional
Okay, here we go.
And
Free builder when founded.
Let's go back to the Kamai.
Kamai now provides bonus faith per population and bonus amenities for cities with aqueducts.
This is okay. Since I would say before the amenities wouldn't change, but since they changed the amenities a couple months ago, this is huge. This is really big. If you just build an aqueduct in all of your cities, and you do like little aqueduct triangles with your holy sites, that you're gonna like all of your cities are gonna be at least like content and happy, and then you can boost it, by building Colosseum and stuff like that. But the extra food and population, you could already get Kamai cities to be super tall, but like literally running Feed the World along with River Goddess is just gonna be absolutely bonkers, right? You get an additional faith adjacent to a holy site. You get extra.
Their farms provide additional
What am I
food
saying?
when
Extra
adjacent to
extra
aqueducts.
food with everything here. So
Now
this
additional
is
faith
insane.
when adjacent to a holy site.
The Kamai are actually like bumping up an
JLR
entire
now
tier, maybe even
grants
more.
holy sites a major adjacency bonus to
Look at that. Major adjacency bonus next to the river. Bonkers. So you're like basically going to be, I mean, obviously there's a mountain here, but if you added like an aqueduct, if you do like a little aqueduct triangle with a city center, you're basically going to be getting guaranteed +3 every single time, right? Then here we go. You also get food based off of your adjacency bonus. Let's go.
As well as the usual additional housing if
Let's
adjacent to the
go.
river.
As China,
Yeah.
when you
So that's really good. Kamai are really good now. I mean, I feel like they've been a sleeper civ, although I still think they were really low on the tier list. But they're at least like good. They're at least like a really good civ
complete a
now.
world wonder, you now also receive
And this is just a nice little buff to China.
inspiration from that wonder's era. This maintains China's wonder building tendencies regardless of era and whether Qing Shua Hung or Kublai Khan leads them.
So that's kind of nice, right? Because when you're playing as China, you're trying to spam wonders. This will help in like those games where you're just trying to build as many wonders as possible as China. So it's really nice because you get like the extra little boosts that maybe you need like a random like tech boost to get to a different wonder that you want, right? Or a inspiration to get to a different wonder. So it'll be nice if you could like randomly boost one of those, and it happens to be, I mean, it is random, but happens to be one of the ones that you need. I'm more excited about this one here. Cities with an established governor provide 5% culture, production, and experience in combat to all units trained in that city. That kind of just allows you to snowball and forces you to play the way, not forces you, but encourages you to play the way that I like to play, which is domination. But playing with him, right, you can constantly send your it means you want to get all of the governors too, right? Because you want to have established governors in them. And so you'll want to keep your governors in your like unit production cities. It's pretty nice.
Cities with an established governor, additional culture, production, and combat experience
Right.
for all units trained in that city.
And it's not like it's
Are
super broken
significantly
either,
boosted for cities not founded by
right?
Mapuche. All
So
cities within 9
that's pretty
tiles of
cool.
a city with a Mapuche governor gain additional loyalty per turn towards Mapuche.
Okay, and then basically like the cities with the governor act as garrison commander of Victor. So cool, nice little changes with him.
Lumber mills and even farm now provides
When one of their units is defeated by the Mapuche.
Canada's leader ability now
This one is
provides even more increased yields from
cool.
mines, camps, lumber mills, and even farms on snow and tundra titles.
That's nice. That's like I think it's like almost like a BBG change, right? If you don't know what BBG is a better balanced game. It's a mod that's used in like the CPL community, and And I know and like all the civs get changes based off of that, and I think that's similar to Canada's, right? So as you can see here, in snow, tundra, snow hills, and tundra hills, mines provide 2 production, lumber mills provide 2 production, camps provide 2 food, and farms provide 2 food. TOA, Temple of Artemis. Absolutely needed, 100% needed, right? Okay, and then another thing we have to talk about. Wait, let's go back. I missed this because I was going through it here. I don't know if you can see it. I didn't see this. Can create 2 national. This is busted. This is so good now. Canada could create 2 national parks with Mounties. That's just like, all right. Like you're never gonna build a naturalist again. You're never building a naturalist again with Canada. You're just building Mounties because they're cheaper to build. They're cheaper to faith buy because you can just get Grandmaster's Chapel and faith buy them. That's bonkers. That is absolutely bonkers. You'll need like 8 Mounties and then you're set. Absolutely bonkers. Let's go back to Georgia. This is a big change. Combat victories provide faith equal to 50% of the combat strength of the defeated unit. That is different than before. Before it was, I think it was like 100. I think it's like 100% faith per turn. For like, is it 100% faith for 10 turns after declaring a protectorate war, which is a very specific, right? Very specific thing that's going to happen. This is very, very similar to BBG. So it's nice to see them kind of snake that and bring it into here. That's pretty nice. So combat victories provide faith equal to 50% of the combat strength. So you'll be kind of wanting to go to war with her, or at least defending yourself. That's cool. That's nice. Very, very similar to BBG. So
to sum up, we also have 2 new TSL maps, better AI for navies.
So overall, the changes seem to be very, very good. I am very excited about this. I'm excited to see all of the changes because obviously that's not all of them, right? Those are the ones that they're going to showcase in a live stream. For Axis stated that they're going to be changing 2/3 of the civs. So that is a lot of the civs, right? 2/3 of the civs is a lot of the civs. So that's I'm assuming we're going to see a lot more buffs, right? We're going to see probably like Congo buffs. We're probably going to see like Gilgamesh buffs, stuff like that. I hope they don't nerf anybody. If there's anyone that's going to get nerfed, it'll be Peter, but I don't think they're going to nerf anybody. So with that being said, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I didn't get too in depth into the video. I just wanted to get like a first reaction out, and then we'll go over some patch notes when the patch notes actually come out. Tell me who are you guys excited for? I'm really excited. Hopefully we'll see some Gilgamesh buff because my boy Gilgabro, he needs to be buffed. But who are you guys excited about? What are your guys' predictions for the upcoming buffs? And hopefully no nerfs in the next week. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.